Welcome back. It's the hardest thing any parent can face, losing a child. This weekend, Summerlin Hospital is supporting families that lost a child, baby, or pregnancy with its Angel Tree event. Joining me now is Lisa Weingart, a labor and delivery nurse at Summerlin Hospital. Welcome.
Good morning, Elizabeth.
This is such a sad event. I mean, it's something I couldn't imagine right now. Tell people about it.
Well, it's the Remembering Angels event, and it's an event put on by Summerlin Hospital, and it's been around since actually 2003, and every year it's just grown and got bigger. It's open to the whole valley, so you don't need to have delivered at Summerlin Hospital or been a patient there. So it's just a good event for families who have experienced the loss of a child. So whether it's miscarriage, stillborn, neonatal, or even pediatric deaths. So it really centers around an ornament hanging ceremony. So families bring an ornament with their child's name on it and hang it on the tree together. And then it's followed by a candlelight ceremony that's really beautiful and a soloist. It's held from 2 to 4 p.m. at the hospital near the main lobby. So if you come, you'll see signs directing you there. And you don't have to have an ornament. We recommend bringing your own, but if you don't have one, don't have time to go get one, we will have some ornaments for families to decorate and hang themselves.
And so why do you put on this event this time of year?
Well, I think that, the holidays really center around family, and so parents who have experienced the loss of a child just really tend to feel it more deeply and intense, and, especially things we take for granted, like holiday portraits, sending out those Christmas cards, holiday programs, just the whole busyness of it. Sometimes they feel alone in that grief. And an event for them to come, to be together, to stand alongside somebody who are feeling some of those same feelings just really means a lot to them.
Yeah, I mean, what kind of difference does this make then for these families that are trying to get through the holiday season while grieving?
Sometimes they feel like they're shoving it down, or maybe that child's not being acknowledged, and just the physical event of coming to something together, especially with your family. And we even have parents who bring the grandparents or their children, and they do it as an activity together. It's something physical that they can do to remember that child, and I think that's important.
And so this doesn't have to be a recent loss?
It doesn't. So we actually have one family who's come since the very first year. So they come every year as a family and they hang their ornament. And there's people who have lost a child maybe 5 years ago or 6 years ago. And maybe something's brought up that grief, or has brought up a reminder of that. And they're just feeling that grief a little bit more intensely. And so, it's a good time to come, a good thing to do. And you don't have to do it every year. It's really neat because the tree is displayed in our main lobby. And so, your child's name is there. It's just something physical, and it's just something really beautiful. So people walk by and see that. It's really neat.
How long does the tree stay up then?
Through the first of the year. So we have families who leave their ornaments for the next year, so we have a tree that's just full of previous year's ornaments. So we have some that date back to 2003. And we do have some families that come back and get it, because they would like to keep it with them, but it's just full of ornaments from previous years.
Yeah, and so,
beautiful.
So that way they can go back and look at their tree, later on this year, maybe next year.
Yeah, it's neat. Yeah,
beautiful.
And as a nurse, we really get attached to those patients, and it kind of evolved too, because we really wanted families to know that we remember as well. We remember, and we want something for them to come to remember with us. So, yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So this is going on tomorrow from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. at the Summerlin Hospital, and stick around because we'll be back with more.